Grand day, everybody. I hope everyone is feeling well. What's the chit chatter, earthly matter? Are you ready for some Omega Sun data? This is Soul Power Sundays. I just want to tell you this is something I was coming up with for a while. I usually have a theme to what I do, a nice little itinerary, and I just want to be able to kick off the mood a certain way.
Cleared.
So we can get our vibes together. All right. I will be sending a link out maybe in a little while, but the purpose of this is to maybe go over a verse or two from different songs, talk about the cultural experience around them, what the lyrics mean in the general context and what it means to us in our personal lives, and just vibe out to some good music. As you're hearing right now, this is Ain't No Sunshine by Grover Washington. And hold on for a second. Many people did the Ain't No Sunshine song, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do Soul Power Sundays. And I'd like to say thank you and peace to DJ Spinner, I would say Rich Medina, great DJs, DJ Watkins. You can Google these people. There's some classy, great DJs, DJ Divine, that bring out those tunes and hits that we your grandmama and them, your auntie and them used to hear while they playing spades and what have you. Also, as you see, the avatar is the great Maurice White from the legendary band Earth, Wind, and Fire. And this right here symbolizes, the spirit of love and the spirit of song within that one man right there, who was able to bring out a lot of not just soul, smooth, soothing lyrics, but also culturally aware and socially active, and just dreams to be more conscious and free. And this is going to be a soul space for you and yours that choose to attend a positive space here. Please, thank you. And after the third song, we're going to drop a little link. But I hope you can ride on with me as I go on. Sometimes I like to just go into a topic and drop it like it's supposed to be. So here go Grover Washington, and then we move on. Hey, Goddess Effect, how you doing, dear? Welcome to the Soul Power Sunday. It's going to be a new movement. It's like I'm catching up to the new movement, you dig? Just groove out a little bit. You want to get into it. I'm divine, blessed and highly favored. I'm about to break it down while we're here. Grover Washington Jr. After this little next break, I'm going to let you know what's up. Put a thumbs up if you can hear it clearly. Yes. Let's let the singing come. All right. Thank you very much. All right. That was Grover Washington Jr. Oh man, my mom's put me on to Grover Washington. Actually, her favorite song from the brother was Mr. Magic, and I'm a '70s baby, but I grew up in the '80s, right? So she would play that, and it could put me to sleep. It could get me to do my chores. It could get me to sit myself down, playing my little toys or whatever. But that was one of the songs that, not this one in particular, but Mr. Magic itself was one of those tunes that just took me there, and I was just able to zone out, and this is what I want this experience to be. Now, what inspired me to do this was just recently was Verdine White, the brother of Maurice White, who you see as the avatar, who passed away. Rest in peace to that soul. Soul power to that brother. Soul power. Verdine White was such an amazing. He still does the guitar. He still the bass. Such an amazing artist that night after night just leaves his soul in the song and puts his message in the tune and played with so much passion. If you could ever get a chance and maybe go on YouTube or go into the archives of, I don't know if you still do with DVDs or whatever, but go into the archives of Earth, Wind, and Fire performances, or even the Ramsey Lewis Band performances, and you will see how a young Verdine White was just giving it up. And the passion that he left on the floor was that of how you seen when Michael Jackson would get in a certain zone. When Michael Jackson got in the zone, he owned it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going out for right there. So, definitely salutes, salute, as we say around here, the salute. And here is Grover Washington, Mr. Magic. I know you heard this before. We're going to play to the first break. Copyright has all in the mix. Woo! Put a number 4 if you heard this before. Mr. Magic, Grover Washington. Soul Jazz by Grover Washington. After this break, we're going to break it down. Yeah. All right, we can't go too long. Right after this. All right. Hold up. If you know anything about this just soul music, this jazz stuff, this funk stuff going on, because we're gonna play all that. See, Soul Power Sundays and Soul Power itself, the musical expression, it plays out in the different genres as well. Please understand, it wasn't just soul and R&B. It's also soul in the funk. There's also soul in the jazz. There's also soul in rap, hip hop, and many others. And spoken word. I actually used to do spoken word too. I still dibble and dabble right here and there, but to get in front of a crowd and things, that was my thing at one point. And once the love gets taken out of many things, it starts to get compromised. Your creativity and those positive vibes and the positive energy can also, start to dwindle. And this is why these platforms and the music that we cling to and the code that we have with our families are so important. If we can keep that and instill that and keep it pushing forward and moving forward for the future, we would definitely be able to create some new ideas and experiment more on the standard that we have. So that's why I say this right here is a safe space, just to relax, zone in. I want to do this early in the mornings, but how time sometimes schedule itself. So I'm moving and shaking. There's a lot more goals I got in mind, but I like this right here. And a couple of my people, we's talking about it, and they're going to be adding on soon come. So stay tuned for that. But when you just heard that guitar rocking, George Benson. Oh, you don't hear me though. George Benson, the man on guitar. You ever heard the song Broadway, Give Me the Night, Moody Moods Blues, the Masquerade. I'm gonna play the Masquerade later. But he also had David Sanborn as part of his group. This is George Washington Jr., Chuck Mangione, David Grusson, Herb Alpert. If you ever heard of Herb Alpert, I want you to, if you know Biggie's song, Hypnotize, that's Herb Alpert's song, Rise, where it was just a medley of great stuff. You love spoken word, Goddess? Oh, we're going down with it. And if you do have stuff that you would like to enter into the situation, we're going to feel free to give you the mic and speak your spoken word. These things are important. These things are great. I'm not going to do it today, not today, but next week, definitely I will do some spoken word and blaze the place a little bit. I got some deep stuff. At least I was told, at least I was told. But now we're going to get into another brother, and I know you're going to recognize the beat. This is another reason why I'm doing this. You're going to hear beats that you've heard before, and if you know what the beat is, put the artist that you heard the beat from in the chat. All right, it may take a little minute, but try to do that. Let's see. All right, keep up with me. This is the great Jerry Butler.
talk, and I go where you want me to go. Girl, it's true. What I do is motivated by you. I'm flesh and I'm blood. Without you, this whole life is a dud. You alone hold the key. Ooh, that's gonna activate me. Turn the switch, and I'll be what you want me to be. Take my hand, let me stand. I'm your mechanical man.
Hold up. All right, that was a little bit. I'm gonna move up a little bit more. See if I can. I'm gonna move it up a little bit more. See if you recognize where it's coming from.
And I'm gonna start to sing in your arms. I find joy. I'm more than a mechanical toy. I perform at my peak.
Soul music, baby.
Yeah, I got so weak. That's what
In your eyes.
and my soul is revitalized. Take my hand, let me stand.
I'm your mechanical.
man.
1, 2, 3.
I'm your mechanical man. Take me by the hand, try to help me stand. You're my mechanical man.
Hold on. Yeah. That's the mechanical man. But did you hear the? I'm gonna see if I can play this one more time. Did you hear the beat that was used by a certain group, by a certain MC in the group? Well, you know, the producer, whatever, and mechanical man.
Mechanical man.
1, 2. Okay, all right. Mechanical Man by Jerry Butler. He starts off the song about him being like a robot in this relationship. But I'm not your mechanical toy. I'm not somebody you're going to be played with, but I could be your mechanical man. I could be somebody in your life that you activate and I'm turned on, baby. And it's going to be hard to turn me off. People put time and effort into these words to draw a picture out, to make something new out of the groove they were feeling, and also give a vibe, or so while you're on the floor, you know, you're feeling a certain way. And this is why lyrics and the intent in your lyrics is so important, you know, to be able to drive that home and you know, make that known, especially when we start to get into the love songs, because I'm gonna get into one of my favorite artists in a minute. This is my wife. She don't know it. She was my wife for a long time. No, she's not my wife. You know, but I always dreamed like she was. Anita Baker. Oh, she could do no wrong in my eyes. Ultimate Singer. Her, Stephanie Mills, can do no wrong. And when they brought their lyrics, when they brought the songs, they brought so much conviction into the songs that they had. And just having a nice voice just wasn't it either. You have to have the rhythm and immerse yourself into the groove that's being brought forth. you know, and there's a couple of the great ones that does this, and this is one of my. Another one is Angela Winbush. I love me some Angela Winbush. I love me some. Sorry, Ronnie Isley. I know, my homie, Big, Mr. Biggs. I know, but Angela Winbush is. Woo. Here is Anita Baker with Angel. Second person we hit. Dreams are dreams, some dreams come true. I found a real dream, baby, when I found you. You're so strong, but tender too. You're mine. Angel by Anita Baker. Just beautiful, soulful, singing it to you strong and just with conviction and passion. Dreams are dreams, some dreams are true. Oh man. See, another person can write the song. That's one thing. But the producing comes when you basically put the artist in the shoes of the written word. They say, okay, I want you to figure out how to creatively bring these inflections out, bring the romance out, bring the passion, bring the message out. So when other people hear it, it becomes a jewel to them. It becomes a working force for that love as well. Goddess, I hope you hear me. I hope you hear me. Oh, wow. You know, listen. Shout out to the Roots crew, and much respect. Peace and blessings be upon homie Malik B. Peaceful journey to you, homie. Wrote some great lyrics. I like them on Do You Want More album. Just a great artist and all. And even though at the end of his career he wasn't with the Roots and they rocking the Tonight Show thing with Valen, and he steps the other way. He still was in support of his brothers, and his brothers was in support of him. So it's very important that Tariq Black Thought stepped up and gave his brother a solid eulogy, and that's the stuff that we don't see from artists all the way through it. You think that some people just break off and they don't deal with each other no more, and it's not always like that. Brothers will be brothers, especially if they go through different conditions and experiences. Same thing with the strong sisters. Just gotta work together, and if you can't work together, show love apart. Also, welcome home to Loon from Bad Boy Records. Welcome home, Loon. He did a stretch up in the joint. He's back. He's more focused. I seen him with Akon and his people, because one of his people actually put Akon, in the forefront, and definitely puts that Locked Up single up there with Styles P. So that's a good look. So welcome home, salute, young brother. And let's get it going now. This one's for the grown and sexy. And I want to see if you can catch the lyrics, and also if you ever seen the video, it's going to tear you up. It's going to tear you up. You were like, wow, this is how they was throwing it down and putting it out there. All right, Womack and Womack, one of my favorite joints.
You got real love for me. Stay away if you got games and tricks for me.
Soul Power Sundays, can we move? Let's move.
I want a man that means everything he says.
That's me, baby.
And not a boy full of play.
That's the mother ones, y'all.
Pulling rabbits out of his hat every day.
Ooh, baby, I'm scared of you.
I don't believe in magic.
You don't, baby? Come on.
I believe in love everlasting. Can you understand that Houdini was a great magician? He could crack the lock. Oh, yes, he could. From any position.
Deanie was a great musician.
But my heart,
Come on.
nothing like those marks.
Nothing like it, baby.
And your fingers on my brand of sock. Like Little Red Riding Hood, you're the fox. Oh, and baby, I'm scared of you. I don't believe in magic.
Oh.
I believe in love everlasting.
All right, I'm gonna speed up a little bit more. That's Womack and Womack, right? And towards the end is where it's going to get real good. It's the trade-off between Mama Womack and Daddy Womack. I hope you can keep up.
Don't know.
Oh,
Come back on you so strong. Girl, I really turn your loving on. I wonder.
I can't understand that, baby.
come on now, come
I
on.
can't understand that. I need a man.
I'm available.
Mean everything you say.
Woo!
Don't need a boy full of games and tricks every day. I can't understand that, baby. No, no. I can't understand that.
Baby, let me fool ya.
I need a little more.
Baby, let me soothe ya.
Oh, oh, baby, I need a little more.
Baby, let me hold ya.
Oh, oh, baby, I need a little more.
Baby, let me squeeze ya.
Oh, child, I need a little more.
Baby, what you want?
What you want? Ow! Womack and Womack, I'm telling you, it take you there and you start two-stepping in your yard and you forget what time it is. Don't talk about my burning mac and cheese, that gooey mac and cheese right there. You dig me? Oh man, Womack and Womack is this exciting music right there. If you know how to two-step and do the hustle, spin the person around. I'm not camming up right now. I can't cam up right now. Actually, it was a little bit under the weather. And I said, I'm going to do this today, regardless of whom or what, like they say. You know what I mean? So, Soul Power stepping with Mega, Soul Power Sundays. And this next tune right here, right? I said, when I first heard this is the tune I like to fall in love with. I mean, like white sand, blue water, nice palm trees, maybe a good Mai Tai in the hand. I like tequila sunrise or something like that myself, or old fashioned, blowing my little cigar, and then I look into her eyes, and this come on. Hold up. The immeasurable, incomparable Isley brothers. And on the guitar right now is the prominent, exceptional brother, Ernie Isley. Who doesn't get to know, everybody knows Ron Isley as Mr. Biggs. And, you know, you got to give R. Kelly his props for, you know, putting Mr. Biggs out there once again so he can get a third win, actually, of this music thing. And basically introducing his vocals and his lyrical prowess to new audiences. And this is why I have a problem with copyrights, right? Because we love the music that we grew up on, and we love the music that, you know, we hear, we cherish it. We want to put it in back of our, you know, our posts, and we want to, you know, have slideshows with this music, you know, showing our commitment and love and appreciation for the artists that brought this about. But because music has turned more business than show, because it is show business and it's the music business, it turned more business than music. They give you all these, you know, hits in the head about not putting this music out, like you're going to profit from it, when in actuality you're resurrecting some of these people's careers, you know, to new audiences that never heard it before and may appreciate the lyrics. That's how you get the young sister Snow out. That's how you get the sister Estelle out, you know, the young brothers out that want to sing from their heart, from their soul, you know, and that want to make a decent effort to bring out good quality music that you can fall in love to, music that you can, you know, hold strong with and ride and appreciate, you know, your Sunday afternoons and your cookouts and stuff like that. But because the business is pushing what these artists do and basically controlling the check, it makes it harder. It's like you're only as good as your last hit, you know? And then when they get the hit, it's all about the business part of it instead of all the people appreciating the music. And that's what does it a disservice. So, you know, sometimes, you know, these copyright things, and most importantly, a lot of the artists don't even get the end result of these copyright, the copyright measures and stuff like that. They look into it. They're like, oh, you jacking this music, but the artists don't get it. The artists don't get that paper, you know, and that's unfortunate, you know. And when they do get it, it's just so small. You got to understand how BMI and ASCAP work. We'll talk about that another time on a different show. But as a songwriter, you put this effort out, this product out, you're not getting it the way other people get a paycheck. So your way of life is different when you get these royalties. You know, you living on a set monetary basis. You know, you may get a check every 2 months, 3 months, sometimes 6 months. And if you're publishing it right, you're not getting, you know, the most bang for your buck. Out of $19, you might get $1.50, if that much. And that's on a good deal. So, you know, we definitely want to keep these artists in effect. That's why I got Maurice White up on here. He understood both sides, the independent side and the major label side. And this is what made Earth, Wind, and Fire cut above a lot of progressive bands at that time. You know, and they understood what going on the road and giving quality shows was about. So, there's me rambling, but I'm speaking Jews at the same time. So, forgive me. Voyage to Atlantis, Ernie Isley, was it Jasper? He's not an Isley. He's like the kind of like a step brother or whatever. But like he's a brother. Him too with Caravans of Love. The guitar work on that is just so amazing. All right, we're gonna get into it. Voyage to Atlantis. Listen to the lyrics. Bonnie Isaac, come up.
Should I go on my way without you? Whoa, how can I know if I go on my way without you? Whoa, where would I go?
Where would I go?
Set sail with me, misty lady, set my spirit free. New love to find, and though I leave another to find, I'll always come back to you. I'll always come back to you. I'll always.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Listen. When they hit that, especially towards the end, when you start going all the way up. Let me see if I can get this. Listen, just the title of the song alone takes you on a journey. The next lyrics he talks about, she's my lady, now and ever. Oh. Can we go on a journey together? Let it be so. Set sail with me. Mystery lady, set my spirits free. When you sing something like that to it's coming from a special place. It has to. Why not? You can't just be singing stuff like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. But the link is in the description if you want to come talk about a couple of the songs that I just played. Maybe mention a song that's dear and true to you. It doesn't have to be a song. It could be a poem, because one thing I do want to do, we want to get to the last poets. And you know what? There's a lot of swagger jackets out there, and I see you with my shiesty eye, my third eye side eyeing you out there. I see you. I heard a couple of concepts being taken from me, but that's okay, because I'm dealing with the collective consciousness, right? The collective consciousness is connected to everything, and our source is the great essence. So it's all right, no sweat. As long as you come through with a positivity and no negative intent and no sidewinding stuff, I'm all for it, right? The end of Voyage to Atlantis.
I'll
It's a lighter in the sky. This part right here. Right here. Wait a minute now. Listen, if you got a good system in your ride and you start to play that beat right there, even MCs coming out of the woodwork want to, man, listen. If I know it's 2020, right? So we're in a new field of study, and a lot of things. It's madness here. There's utter chaos there, whatever. But if the music is not getting to you, if it's not invigorating your movements and bringing your rhythm back in alignment, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Because one part of the war, when you have to turn the war into peace, you got to have the rhythm. And when you want to turn the peace into the war, you got to have the rhythm. Let the rhythm hit them, as Rakim would say. You got to have it. That's how you move on the battlefield. Swift and changeable. be able to scope out things that haven't been seen because now you're in tune, you're in the rhythm. It's called the flow rate. Oh, this is Soul Power Sundays, baby, with Mega. Let's go into this one and see if you know what this one is about. Now, Teddy Pendergrass is going to tell you a story. Yeah, I know. I told you the copyrights, but at the same time, there's a story to tell. He's going to tell you the story he tells starts from here, going into turn off the lights, close the door. What's the other one? All right, turn off the lights, close the door. And there's another one. Oh, man, I got it on. Don't worry. Don't sweat. We're going to talk about Teddy Pendergrass another time. But I definitely wanted to show you that there's a story coming up. See if you know the words.
Looking back over my years, I guess I shed some tears.
Shed some tears.
Told myself time and time again, this time I'm going to win. But another fight, things ain't right. Lose it again. Takes a fool to lose twice. Start all over again. Think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Oh, think I better let it go. What you think about it, girl? Oh, yeah. Try to take control of the love to control me. Cause I lose all thought sense of time and have a change of mind. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time. Trying to hold on to things that's gone. It's just another sad song.
Whew. Oh, man. Soulful Journey, brother Teddy Pendergrass, former drummer for Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, who's famous for Where All My Friends. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. That Teddy, the young Teddy, keep it real, girl. Be for real, girl. Oh, man. And his voice, they're from deep down south. I think it was, no. They worked with Gamble and Huff, which was a label in Philadelphia. I'm running off the top. I'm not using Google and stuff like that. I think he's from Memphis. I'm not sure. Hal Melvin's from the South as well. A lot of these bands, you're dealing with 4-part, 5-part harmony. Then it went to 4-3. Then you have the main singer, and then you'll have a backup and even a lady singer. I'll say lady singer, a woman in the forefront at times. Because it sold more when you went to these spot dates. It sold more, and it was very appealing for the audience to see how people would switch in and out. This is how you get an OJs. You know what I'm saying? With Uncle Willie and Eddie Levert at the head, but you still got the brother right there too. You don't hear me though. But you know, even though Willie was just so smooth with the lyrics, he'll start it off. And then Eddie just come in and crash them. Oh, let me kiss your eyes. Let me wipe your tears away. He was just come and crash the joint up. You know, get a real skirmish, and all the women get skirmish, and then Willie just come in. Oh, last night, sweet last night, me and my woman. Yes. This is what we meant. This is what we're missing. We're also missing that in groups, in hip hop, where you hear different voices and they do the rotisserie. They go from this one to that one, and everybody is in tune, you know, with the same song, but we're hearing different versions of what's going on. What was ill was watching that live with Raekwon, Ghostface, and he invited some friends over to commemorate and honor the 25th anniversary of Only Built for Cuban Links, a solid album called The Purple Tape, you know, amongst hip hop aficionados. We're going to talk about that tomorrow on the block, bboxradio.com, with me and my man Mr. Clean and a couple other friends. We're going to talk about that specific, you know, in detail, specifically in detail, and we're going to do 3 more songs, okay? Because I'm not going to hold you too long. God, thank you. Appreciate you. Adore you for rocking out with me. I hope you're, you know, having some flashbacks, some good memories, some future thoughts or something about some of these songs. And, you know, part of my rambling, but I feel it. I feel the spirit for real. And this is how I do it. We're going to go into one of my favorite groups right now. And like I said, I can only go into snippets. I play whole songs. The whole thing gets shut down. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a whole bunch of homies, right? One of my favorite groups are that funk level, Ohio Players. And only real players know about the players from Ohio. You dig me? And this is for some of those rollers, you know what I'm saying? The ones with the fly lighters. And not a lot of headaches around them because they just want to puff that sweet, sticky thing. Listen to the lyrics. Soulful Journey to Sugarfoot. One of the lead guitarists.
You just go from man to man. I just don't seem to understand why you're so very hard to take. You sweet sticky thing. If I could slow you down sometime, I'd like to try and change your mind. You're really not the one to blame. You sweet sticky thing.
Yes, indeed. Good memories and flashbacks. That's what I like. That's what I like. I can almost smell the greens right now. Greens, the cabbage, some good ass fried chicken, fried fish. Yeah, that was Ohio Players. One thing about some of these old songs, right? The people think they slick. Yeah, these corporations and these advertising agencies, they think they slick. They hear these songs, right? And you will hear something like this, which is a song clearly about some premium flower, some great ass marijuana. Excuse my French, German, and English. And you will actually hear it in a Krispy Kreme commercial or something like that. Not to say Krispy Kreme did it, but you know, you'll hear it in a commercial about a donut or a cupcake. They think they're slick. Especially when Prince passed away, you know, went on his soulful journey, you know what I mean? They couldn't wait to get a couple of his bars off and put it in a advertisement. Holla if you hear me. You know what I mean? You know, but what can you expect when you hear good stuff like that and you can't get a hold of it? Once you do get a hold of it, you go insane. Shout out to Beyonce for dropping that 0 Hour album too. I see you out here, player. So that was Sweet Sticky Thing. clearly talking about the affinity for some natural herbs. Natural herbs, no spice. You feel me? And you get passed from man to man. I just don't seem to understand. He's talking about the joint getting passed, pulled. There's an etiquette. Back then, you can't smoke everybody. No, don't try not to smoke with everybody now. Don't do it. You ruin your lips. You ruin your lips. Sorry, I can't cam up now. Forgive me. I'm speeding. Let me slow down a little bit. Two more songs. One of them is another favorite, just like my top five groups. Besides Earth, Wind, and Fire, like I said, Maurice White. You see, oh man, we're going to get into a whole show of Earth, Wind, and Fire if I can. I'm going to curate it properly. Make sure you have all, not all, but make sure you have a good amount of details on how they started, what made them change to do what they do, and why they were so futuristic and strong enough to push the envelope. People do not give Earth, Wind, and Fire enough credit. Trust on this. And I would like to mention Frankie Beverly and Maze. Well, say that. Next one's the Stylistics. You don't hear this song too often. It's like one of those B-side joints. Listen to the lyrics. Check the beat.
Late at night, when all the world is safe within their dreams, I walk the shadow. Late at night, an empty feeling creeps within my soul. I feel so lonely. So I go into the darkness of the night, all alone. I walk the streets until I find someone who is just like me, looking for some company. Children of the night.
That's the Stylistics, also known for Hurry Up This Way Again and people. What's that? No. Goodness, I'm having a brain fart. Okay. The Stylistics, damn it. Just Google it, man. This one right here, he's talking about the solitude, and the activity of people make the world go round. People make the world go round. Doo 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 doo. Trash man didn't get my trash today. All because they want more pay. Oh, and the voice of the brother, I forgot his name. Oh man, his voice is just so smooth. It's a light voice, but it speaks with a tone, especially when he goes up with it. And everyone, the folks will let me up the carousel, changing people's heads around. Go underground, young man. Oh, it's powerful. And it doesn't matter how your voice sounds regular. When you start to sing it, it sounds different. But if you can keep the energy, if you can keep the passion and the conviction, and people will gravitate to it. Now, I know, listen, I don't have controversy here. I don't do that. I mean, I can. Don't get it twisted. But I don't need the controversy. This is for people that want to, have an outlet, a feel, You know, when they hear this on the playback, and thanks for the Queen for visiting over and dropping it. When you hear it, I want that energy to resonate within you, that tuning fork to start to vibrate within your chakras or whatever you want to call it, your inner thing, and release out the best expression possible. You never know when the next expression is gonna, you're not afforded that opportunity. It's not promised. So when you get that, that's a gift. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. Solidarity with clarity. That's one. Another one is, thankful for what you have in the present because it's a gift. Be thankful for this present because it's a gift. You're the gift for the present, right now, the now that we have. So I'm going to end it the way we came in, and it's not going to be with Grover Washington, but a solid brother that he performed with that I was talking about before in George Benson, a supreme guitarist. And like I said, this all sparked because I was looking up what Verdine White was doing. I was like, yeah, I know I heard this stuff before. One of my favorite artists of all time is Curtis Mayfield. Another supreme artist of writing, material gathering, musical ensembles, producing other people. We had the Kurtdom label. Another one that does not get enough attention and accolades, but he's like the king of this all, coming out of doo-wop into what we call classic soul and R&B. And you talk about social awareness and high consciousness, you're talking about Curtis Mayfield. And being able to put it into a form of music that everybody can appreciate. And this sparked a lot. People coming out of jazz into R&B, finding a home amongst R&B artists. And another guy that came out of that is like Rick James and Bootsy Collins. Great guitarist that fused up out of there from the Miles Davis faction of things. So George Benson, classical performer, kept it smooth. Like I said, Give Me the Night, Moody Moves Blues, and this one, Broadway. And this was one of my favorite ones. Listen to the lyrics. Listen to the Linda, listen, Linda, to the lyrics. We're gonna vibe out.
Are we really happy here with this lonely game we play? Looking for words to say. Searching but not finding understanding anyway. Lost in a masquerade.
Second verse.
Both afraid to say we're just too far away.
What we want to say, we're just too far away
from being close together from the start.
What we do?
We tried to talk it over.
But what happened?
But the words got in the way.
Too many words.
We're lost inside.
What?
This lonely game we play. Hearts are weeping, disappear every time I see your eyes.
How much?
No matter how hard I try. understand the reasons that we carry on this way.
Why we carry on this way?
Oh,
In what?
in a masquerade.
Just a little piece right here. Whew. George Benson, This Masquerade. And the lyrics, we try to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're trying to get to a common goal, but we're saying all the wrong things. And it's making the situation worse. Because we lost the chemistry. Now we're just living a masquerade where you're just saying things just to pass the time. Saying things just to keep your ego a little bit alive. But you're not getting the message across. You're not getting to a common goal where we can get it back together again. We're stuck inside this lonely game we play. Whew. And when you're actually divvying these lyrics out and bringing it to the forefront of somebody you have in a situation where it starts to make sense. You don't need the words. The words have been said before. You need the connection, the passion and the love again. You need the love. That's why I'm careful with the word peace. I'm careful with the word unity. Because those two words need an active love. An active force of love. That if you can't give it, you can't say it. The words will get in the way. You're telling me peace, but you always have war. How does that work? And I lied. It's like, I'm not gonna say this. This is the last song right here, because it's soul. It's a good lie, because I added another song. Groove Theory. Emile LaRue. The homie Bryce. Come on, before we leave, y'all. Yeah. Soul Power Sundays with Mega, please. Education and having fun. Getting it right on YouTube, aha. You better be true. You better be true. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, baby girl. Hey. Or do you really? Oh. Oh. And this is one opportunity that I can't miss. No. You wanna know the deep. You are wondering if the words I'm saying are for real. Are you real, girl? Please be true. You got more appeal than any man in the whole world. Thank you, baby girl. Hey. I got to know how you feel. Ah, that's it. That's it. That's all you're gonna get right now. Thank you. I appreciate you. I honor and respect you. Not that's out of you, but that inner you as well. Peace to Goddess Effect. She roll hard, man. Man. Dynamite Sister, catch on YouTube somewhere in these sidewalks and busy avenues or whatever's going on, but she's not messy. She's about her business, man, and giving props, you know, and doing it like a queen should, you know. And I don't, like I said, the queen and king thing I'm really selected with too, but the movements are right here, you know. So everybody in your travels, thank you, appreciate you. Army with harmony at all times. Solidarity with clarity. You dig me? All right? Be well in your path.